Welcome to Renaissance City, a Prowlers and Paragons actual play produced by TTRP Theater. I am Duke Walter, your game master. Myself and a group of friends have come together to spin some tales, have some laughs, and hopefully entertain you with our stories of superheroes. The Prowlers and Paragons system is a rules-light role-playing game that allows us to live out the fantasy of being the heroes and villains. Saint Shadow is played by Jazz Abramowitz. The Scarlet Spartan is Dean Martin Jr. Cotton Dearborn and King are played by Chris Freedom. TTRP Theater is a group of actors, artists, and gamers from all walks of life that collaborate to bring you compelling content. We are a diverse group that loves playing a diverse set of games in a diverse set of styles. We have created a community for all people to come together and help us tell stories that we can all be proud of. Be sure to visit ttrptheater.com for all of our content. Okay, let's get into the show.
Sable, stay here. We're going to go get Shadow. We'll rendezvous back here.
You bringing him back here? Okay.
Yeah. Do you trust him?
I have no reason not to.
Do you trust Alabaster Whitingale?
It appears I have no reason not to.
Kind of how we feel. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Okay, you pull up at the Whitingale estate.
Fired up the rolls.
Me.
No, I'll go to the door.
You're gonna go to the door?
Cotton reached over and honked the horn half a dozen times.
Yep, I'm running. I'm going to get up to that door.
I look out the window due to the honking. I see Ramen coming up.
Raymond's not there.
Shimamino.
I see Shimamino coming up. I see Dr. Mafumpton in the car. And I make my way to the door so I can meet him before he gets there.
Is this an associate of yours?
Yes, Father. These are business associates. I've hired a personal driver, and I've been having some health problems, and also employed the service of a proctologist.
And they are okay. Well, we
Ding dong.
Are you headed for an appointment now? Are they coming inside? Should we
Yes. No, Father.
Should we get some brandy out?
I mean, that sounds lovely, but no. I'm heading out. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Bing bong.
Pardon me, Father.
Were there doorbells in the 20s? I guess there are now.
They're rich.
Father, I really must go. Give my love to Mother.
Bing bong.
I walk out the door and close it behind me.
He just stands there looking at you, confused and disapprovingly.
Okay, when he comes through that door, I just want to give a quick look inside.
Okay.
Just a visual case.
You see a large, open foyer with two swooping staircases that go up to a balcony above. Large chandelier, lots of marble. Richy rich.
Okay. I didn't see any of the people inside.
No.
And it's Alabaster coming out.
He probably got out the door and closed it very quickly, would be my assumption.
Very quickly.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sir, you have no bags?
Not today, Shimamino. Let's go, shall we?
Excellent. Duke, I'm checking this place out. I mean, manicured shrubs, just decadence.
Yeah. This is the pinnacle of opulence. It is a 4-story mansion, sitting on probably 3.5 or 4 acres. Beautiful marble statues outside, perfect cobblestone circular driveway, gold leaf. I mean, it's top tier.
All right, I'll go open the door for Alabaster.
I slide in. What in the holy hell is going on? Why are you here?
Hey, Alabaster.
We had to come get you. We're going someplace.
Is it some sort of emergency? It's rather unexpected for you to show up at my family home. It's not a great way to keep a low profile.
Shimamino Diskowitz, I'm your driver. Who else would show up?
That's fair, I guess. So what's the emergency? I assume there is an emergency.
Go ahead, Dr. Cleary. I'm going to drive this thing.
Sir, let's just... I have a sixth sense. And when someone is in prostate distress, I can feel them from across town. I knew you needed me tonight.
I feel fine. I don't think that was the emergency.
No. So we're here because we had a bit of a breakthrough conversation with the Sable, and we needed to loop you in. We didn't want you to miss out on what we were talking about, but it also kind of might possibly involve you and your family. So we wanted to give you the scoop before we go talk to Sable. Are you up for a visit to Sable?
Let's go.
Shimamino, will you take us over there?
4-1.
4-1 for what?
For driving.
We're driving.
Great. Okay.
Listen, Alabaster, can I just call you Shadow?
When we are amongst ourselves, of course.
We were talking to Sable, and we have a suspicion that your father's shipping company may actually be shipping attendants from offshore. It's a theory, but it feels strong, and we want to check it out. I know somewhere in your heart you might have a little defensiveness for your father, but I thought you could be open-minded about looking into it with us.
Let's say you find what you're looking for. What will you plan to do? You plan to interrogate my father the way that you've interrogated Frenzy?
No.
The way that you've interrogated Bernstein that's got us into this mess?
If anyone kills your father, it's going to be you.
I mean, I guess I appreciate that, but it makes me a little nervous. I'm all for the truth, but I must have your word that my family has some protection, regardless of their role.
You want me to give you my word? Nothing's going to happen to your dad if he is the mastermind behind creating attendants to dominate the human species?
You think that my dad has created the attendant?
I don't know. I want to be clear on what our agreement is before I agree to it.
He's a cog in the machine. He's not a mastermind. He's not that diabolical.
To be honest, it's not you that I'm worried about. As much as it is your 7-foot alter ego.
Okay. Well, let's talk to him.
We'll keep him in check.
I can't exactly answer for him. I don't know what the hell he does.
So are we going to meet with the Sable, or are we going directly to the warehouse at the port?
No, we're going to the Sable. He has more information.
Very well.
He's the one that set us on this course. Okay, Duke, we're going to creep on into the neighborhood, park where we did last time, and
Up to the warehouse you go.
Shimamino is going to take off his hat so you can see he's got a full head of hair.
Because that's important.
Dude, it's got to be freaking these guys out. Can you imagine bald guy walking around with a toupee? Imagine if I went and started wearing a toupee.
It would be as hilarious as the thought of Ramen wearing a fucking toupee.
Right. Okay. Character's important.
You're not wrong. So you get to the warehouse. You get inside.
Oh, we got to do secret knock?
No, we don't have to do a secret knock.
Okay.
Do you want to do a secret knock? I mean, you can. You can come up with your own secret knock if you want to.
I'll ring the doorbell. Bing bong. Fuck. Is this Alabaster walking in?
No, I'm following.
No.
As Alabaster?
He means, are you walking in as Alabaster Whitingale?
Oh, yes. Yes, I've not had time to change in the car.
Do you want to change before we go in? Does Sable know Alabaster Whitingale?
He doesn't.
Is that the face you want to give him?
No, you're right. Give me a moment in the vehicle, and I'll be in just a moment. I go change, walk back in my shadow gear.
Okay. Now that's some deceptive, disingenuous shit right there. Because I may not know, but Raymond sure as fuck knows that his cover is.
Shh. Right. But
yeah, Raymond's a fucking asshole.
No, he's not,
bro.
Raymond has friends, and he never tells them the truth.
Right. He's schooling me all the time on bullshit that happens when I was king.
Wait.
So instead of coming clean to his friend and saying,
hold on,
"Hey man, you know what happened?"
Stop. Don't say it. But hold on. Shadow going in. Yeah, that's the way it's got to play. I'll make my point after it plays out. Otherwise, I spill the beans.
You can talk yourself into this all you want to. Okay, so Shadow, Shamamino Diskowitz, Cleary Mafumpton all walk into the warehouse together. The Sable has cleaned himself up. He's got on some different clothes.
Sable, how are you doing? Are you feeling better?
No, not really. But I'll be fine.
Is his face still smoky?
He's still shrouded.
Okay.
Is everything all right? What happened?
I was nearly apprehended by some of the new guard units. And luckily for me, Cotton reached out, and they were able to come assist me and get me out of danger's way. I took a few bullets, but I'll make it. I'll be okay.
Wait, you think they were trying to apprehend you?
One way or another, yes.
I just learned about some new technology where apparently it can target supers. Was that technology used on you? How close are they?
Target supers. I numbers. They tried to overwhelm me with numbers. I took, and he lifts up his shirt and pulls down the waist of his pants, and you can see 4 or 5 bullet wounds in his side. No stitches. He's not bleeding. But torn flesh. Looks bad. Looks real bad.
Do you need a physician? I know some people.
No, I figured out a few years ago that I can stop the bleeding myself. I'm fine.
My associates tell me that you believe Lawton Whitingale may have some hand in the transportation of these attendants.
It certainly makes sense.
Well, I do know that Lawton does have a financial stake in the office, which is creating the policy around how the city will handle supers.
Yes, I would assume that you do know that.
And why would you assume that?
He reaches up to his left shoulder and like under his collar, and you hear a click, and the mist that's shrouding his face, the smoke that's shrouding his face, drops. It's only fair, Alabaster, that if I know who you are, that you know who I am. Your friends didn't intend to give away your...
Friend, I didn't do it.
You're not friends with him?
I am, but I wasn't the one. Don't put it on me.
Your friend...
The big one.
I don't believe he intended to give away your identity, but as we were conversing, he did.
Oh, he spilled it all over the place.
And he reaches out his left hand to shake your hand and says, I'm Daniel Dearborn.
I take a really long look into Daniel Dearborn's eyes. And then I remove my mask and I take his hand. Alabaster.
Pleasure.
If only they were different circumstances, eh?
We've met before.
Indeed. I put my mask back on. We need to go check out the operation. We can do this covertly, or I can arrange a tour.
Shadow, I think it'd be best to track it, see where some of these ships are going.
So perhaps it was the way that it was described to me, but are you suggesting that my father is exporting attendants elsewhere, or that he's importing them from somewhere, or both?
Initially, we're thinking that they're being manufactured somewhere offshore and then brought here. But then where couldn't he ship them? You guys are global.
Shadow, I want you to roll a d6, please.
Oh, here we go again.
5.
Are you guys going to resist the joy and happiness that starts to roll over you?
Yes, every time. What's the dice? What's the roll?
Willpower.
Yes.
So weird. Can't say it doesn't have powers. This is a power. 3.
3.
A smile starts to come across your face, and you guys feel
God.
joyous at your coming together as friends and the fact that you have you have made these connections. You feel really good about yourselves and the decisions that you're making and the path that you're taking.
And full disclosure.
Full disclosure? Oh, you mean
Daniel Dearborn, Alabaster, White and Gale.
I thought there was more to that statement. I thought you were getting ready to disclose something.
I did too.
I was like, and full disclosure.
Okay. Raymond will. Yeah, full disclosure. I'm not actually Shimamino Diskowitz. I'm going to pull the toupee off and be like, I'm Raymond.
Thanks. Thank you, Raymond. How do you want to track a ship?
Sable floats, king flies.
I mean, you could certainly go about it that way, but who knows? I mean, how far out are these ships going to go? I'd say you probably need to
get on board.
If you're going to do anything, start with records and...
Right. I was going to say, perhaps we could try and locate some manifests and maybe see where the ships have been.
Raymond, I think you and I can stow away.
I think Cotton would be, Cotton, you stick around so we know what's alive and what's not.
Are you just planning on getting on a random ship and hoping it takes you to the right place? I'm unclear.
We're gonna have to spy on this situation. See which ships have got attendants loaded on.
Alabaster, do you have access to the records? The shipping records?
Of course.
Yes?
I have keys to the warehouse, to the shipping office. It is my family business.
I didn't know how directly involved you were, or how much access you had, so that's beneficial.
Yes, it's no problem. We can go. I'm assuming though, I'm thinking that maybe it might be there might be some subterfuge that we have to look through. I mean, obviously if my father is truly involved in some sort of illegal importation exportation, but I find that difficult to believe. So let's go to the warehouse.
In the rolls.
You want us all to go directly from here to the warehouse?
Well, it is night. It's largely closed. Few dock workers. Can't imagine there's a better time. Did you have a different plan in mind?
No, not necessarily. I just 4 powered people walking into a warehouse after dark
Oh,
may seem a bit suspect.
Daniel. I don't know if you had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Cleary Mafumpton and my driver, Shimamino Diskowitz. I'll be going as Alabaster.
No, I hadn't had the pleasure at this point. I was Clary Mafumpton. Very nice to meet you.
Doctor
Clary Mafumpton.
He's a proctologist.
The pleasure is mine.
What is that? What is a proctologist?
An analyzer is
Right.
what a proctologist is. They are an analyzer, Ramen.
Yep.
Are you really?
Okay, so everybody gets out of costume or into costume.
Oh, I never left.
Shimamino puts his. Well, you took your toupee off, so you gotta put that back on.
Yeah, we glue
Make
it.
sure that nobody knows who you are. Re-glue it.
Can you imagine? Sable,
Yes, Shimamino.
this is just how we do it.
I've realized that. Yes.
This is just how we do it.
Yep. I'm just gonna go along for the ride. It'll be fine.
I would recommend going as your alter ego as opposed to the misty face thing.
Oh yes, no, I won't be walking in as the Sable.
Okay.
No, I'll put on a trench coat and pull up the collar and change hats. I'll probably put on like a Panama, little wide brim Panama.
Nice.
That way,
Smart.
kind of hide my face a little bit.
If we do run into someone, who shall I introduce you as? Daniel Dearborn, or
No,
Are you-
no.
are you a Mafumpton?
No. I'm Manuel Mearborn.
Manuel? Was that Manuel? Manuel?
Manuel.
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 Mearborn.
Manuel Mailmern. Manuel
Mearborn.
Mearborn.
Manuel
I'm
Dearborn.
I'm not good at this. I'm really not good at this. Sorry.
That's okay. Manuel Dearborn it is.
Just just call me Manuel.
Okay.
Manuel. What is your position with the Whitingale house?
Yeah, what is it that you do, Manuel?
I am a pool boy.
Chef.
Oh boy. Oh, okay. Interesting. let's proceed then.
You do have a pool. You have a pool, right? Is that track? Is there a pool?
Yes, we have a pool, of course.
Is it just a concept?
It's just a concept.
Damn, you had to be listening for a long time to know that joke.
It's just a concept of a pool, but we do have one. And I don't know why the pool boy would be in my entourage, but
that's fair. I should probably be the. I'm your lawyer. Lawyer?
Perfect.
Does that work? I'm your lawyer.
Manuel Mearborn, Esquire.
Yep.
Great.
Yep. That's it.
Fantastic.
I'm not good at this. I'm sorry.
All right.
You'll get better.
Shimamino.
Yep.
The rolls, please.
Open the door. Let him in.
Dr. Mafumpton? Are you riding shotgun or are you getting in the back?
Back.
Yeah, nobody sits with the driver, especially not the proctologist. What if there's an emergency back there?
So all three of us just scrunch in and we put Alabaster in the middle, riding bitch?
It's the rolls.
There's plenty of room. Cars were huge.
We arrive at one of the Whitingale warehouses, headed in to look through some shipping records, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, should I stay with the car?
Yeah, you stay with the car. Sable. Well, perhaps Manuel and Cotton can keep a lookout at the bottom of the stairs while Sable and I go up to the office and look for documents. So yes, we should all come in together. It's okay for you to leave the car.
Okay.
Okay, we get into the office.
Yep. We're in the office. I go to file cabinet up against the wall. I take out my key ring. I have keys to this particular file cabinet I'm going to check first. And I go for the file of shipping manifests and look through it.
Okay, roll investigation.
3 successes.
3 successes, okay. On 3 successes, what do you find?
I'm looking through the last 30 days of shipping manifests.
Okay.
So I find I'm looking through 30 days worth of manifests, and I'm scouring them to see if any of them look doctored. I do find 2 manifests that look odd.
What's odd about them?
The cargo is not clearly disclosed. It says it's FAK, just freight of all kinds, which is generally not the level of detail that you would have for a normal import or export. And the amount of cargo is also undisclosed.
Is that just for a single ship?
That's for 2 different shipments over the last 30 days.
2 different shipments.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you are looking through these manifests and you notice these 2 specific shipments in the last 30 days, these were brought in on one of the larger ships. You also notice that they stop at Middle Island, which is out in Lake Erie. It's a smaller island, and it sits just on the Canadian side of the water. You notice that that the ship for which is unusual because you don't see a lot of stops once they leave Detroit outside of going through maybe Port Huron or you know what I mean, out into the St. Lawrence. But the ships don't typically, especially ships this size, don't stop at these small islands. But these 2 ships did.
Sable. It seems odd to me that these ships are stopping at the small island halfway through the journey. That is very unusual.
Are there records of any other ships stopping at that island?
I can look back further. I see 2 shipments in the last 30 days.
Both on the same ship? 2 different ships?
It looks like 2 different ships, 2 different shipments. Each one 12 days apart.
Are there further records back than this here in the office?
Of course.
Yeah, let's dig away. Let's dig.
I go to, well, I can continue to look in that file. I just thought I'd look through the first 30 days. Shall I roll an investigation, or should I just...
Yeah, roll investigation and add 2 dice, because you've got the Sable's help this time. Ramen,
Yeah.
Shimamino, and Cleary Mafumpton, what are you guys doing?
Hey, Raymond.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me? Or is it annoying as hell that Shadow thinks he's running everything?
Yeah, I kind of feel like this sneaking around part is his forte. We should leave it to him.
I'll give him the sneaking around. I just don't do well when he starts barking orders and shit. I don't know.
Well, we're playing those roles. But if I were Cotton, I wouldn't take orders.
I guess you're playing it better than I am. I get you, though. That's fair enough.
Why don't you put the feelers out and see what you feel?
Oh, it's a good call. So I want to scan the area for emotions.
You got me feeling emotions.
All right, give me that roll.
Would be 2.
So with 2, Shadow, would you have like security guards here at night? Would you have, is that a thing?
Yeah, there would certainly be at least a couple of security guards, maybe some late night dock workers, in case a ship came in late or something.
Okay. So, I don't know, a couple 100 yards away, there are 5 people. Nothing out of the ordinary. How do you feel when you're at work and you're bored? I guess boredom. That's not really, is that an emotion?
Right. Status quo.
Yeah, you can feel just that there are 5 people kind of together off toward the other end of the building.
Generally disengaged employee drone.
Yes. Yeah.
You got it.
It's the middle, you know what I mean? It's not the middle of the night. Maybe it's 11 o'clock at night at this point.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing significant going on, and there's a couple workers over there, but I don't think we could stir them if we tried. They just seem kind of disengaged.
Why would we try?
Exactly.
Yeah, Duke, I'm going to do my own looking around, just scoping the place, high and low.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the real security guards.
What does that mean?
If these people are up to what we think they're up to.
So you think there are attendants in the building? Is that what you're saying?
Right. Protect their assets. You want me to roll perception or?
No, because if you're specifically looking for attendance, it would be investigation. Roll investigation.
Okay, INV under talents.
That'd be the one.
Ugh. Cut my throat. All right, 2 dice. Come on, get out. 3 and a 1.
Even though you can see in the dark, you're in an unfamiliar place. I think you feel like you're locked down. Not locked down. You feel like you should be here as the lookout, because that was kind of so you're not really able to get outside of this small area that you're in, and it's pretty stacked up with stuff in and around this area, at the bottom of these stairs.
Right.
So you don't really,
just no good perspective.
right. You don't have a good purview of anywhere else.
Okay. Do I see anything out of the ordinary?
No.
I'm just chilling then.
Shadow, what'd you get?
I received 5 successes.
Calm down about it, Jesus.
I got 5, yo.
You got 5. I got 5, yo. I got 5 on it. As you and Sable start going back through folders, you find about every 12 to 14 days, another one of these larger ships is coming in with almost exactly the same manifest, with little to no details. And they're all either stopping at that island on the way out or stopping at that island on the way in.
Sable, I think Middle Sister Island holds a key to this mystery.
Do we take the advice of your compatriots and attempt to get on one of these ships? Do we get a boat of our own?
Well, I think we need to go see what's on this island.
Right, that's what I'm saying. How do we get out there?
How far is Middle Sister Island from where we are? How many miles roughly?
It's about 33 and a half miles.
That's probably too far for floating and flying, yeah.
Yeah, a 35-mile trip, 34-mile trip. Sable definitely can't make that. You would have to get a boat of some sort.
Yes, I think that we should stow away or obtain a boat. I might prefer to obtain the boat, but I don't know that any of us have much nautical talent.
I certainly have no idea what I'm doing.
Nor I. But let's go talk to the fellas. Share what we've learned and see what ideas they may have.
Sable and Shadow clean everything up, put it back as it was. Shadow's very, very good at this sort of thing. Do me a favor, roll covert. Let's see how precise you are.
Is Sable helping me? Do I get extra die?
You got 12 of them already.
Since you asked, sure.
You already got 12 dice.
So that doesn't matter.
You're throwing out these numbers like it matters.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Only the successes matter.
How many times did you roll 8 dice against that attendant and still got smashed into the steps?
Yeah, completely.
Guess what? 0 fucking successes.
Oh shit.
1 5
exciting.
5 3 3 1 3 3.
Dude, that's awesome.
Okay.
See, that's what you get for bumming extra
Twist.
rolls.
Twist.
Bumming extra rolls.
I needed them.
Obviously.
I didn't get any. Did you give me any extra? Because I didn't roll any extra.
Yes, I gave you the extra die.
Oh, you did 1 extra die? All right, come on.
Yeah.
I need a 6 here. Come on, baby. Oh, a 6. 1 success.
Yes.
2 successes.
Beautiful.
3 successes. 4 successes.
Fuck off.
4.
No
4
way.
total successes.
Are you shitting?
I swear to
Oh
God,
dude, I was getting ready to totally make you like put your foot through a fucking panel of glass or some shit.
Super excited about this.
And bring all the fucking guys over this way and make you guys
I wish I had the video on and you could see the fucking grin on my face.
Dude.
I rolled 4
3
straight.
6s and then what? A 4? 2?
I rolled 4 straight 6s and then a 5.
Dude, Sable
amazing.
carried your ass. Sable carried your ass.
Totally.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so that's how it went. Sable, you know what I mean? Sable, you're kind of distracted and you're kind of Shadow's very caught up in his own head, worried about oh shit, they're not wrong. My family is involved in this whole thing, and Sable's just kind of, using his telekinesis, and he's just kind of just flipping papers and putting them away and just lifting stuff up and putting lids back on things and closing drawers.
Yeah.
And then Shadow, you did ask me at one point, let me get the door for you. And he uses his telekinesis to open the door for you as you guys leave the office.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
And he pats you, gently on the back.
Oh, now on the top of the head.
No, Shadow's much taller than the Sable.
So get downstairs. Gentlemen, I recommend we leave the warehouse so that we can talk about what we've learned. I think we've uncovered another clue.
Boom.
All right, let's go.
Spring into action.
Once we're outside the warehouse, gentlemen, as much as I hate to admit that my family may have some involvement in this, I did find evidence of some suspicious shipments.
Wait. Where are you having this conversation?
In the rolls.
As we're in the car.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Down the road.
Yeah. It appears that ships carrying unnamed generalized cargo, whether it's import or export, are stopping at Middle Sister Island about once every 2 weeks, and that is very strange. It's unique compared to what the normal shipping patterns are. I think we need to go to that island, and we need to figure out the safest and most covert way possible to get there.
Well,
Any recommendations?
charter a ship?
Yeah.
Chartering a ship requires paperwork. I'd rather not tie that back to myself. Certainly, we could try and get that done under the table, but it may be difficult. There's a lot of eyes right now on those who are trying to remain in the shadow.
I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot here, but if we happen to have a friend who was really good at being covert, maybe he could get a ship without anybody knowing in the middle of the night, and we could just do it.
Do you know how to sail? Do you know how to operate a ship?
I do not.
Cotton?
I can row.
It's about 30 miles. You are strong, but it's a long way to row.
I mean, I did some sailing as a boy, but it's not going to translate to any significant ships.
The challenge here is, while I could potentially obtain a ship, we still need a captain.
I can row.
There you go.
Putting a small rowboat out onto Lake Erie in a shipping channel is probably a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay, he just needs that explained to him.
We've had bad ideas before.
Have you been to like Lake Michigan? It's like, it's like the ocean. It's huge waves.
Oh yeah, you don't see the other side for hours
Right.
if you're on a ship.
Right.
We may be able to catch a ferry to one of the other islands close by and then fly our way in from there.
What if we flew over in an airplane? What if we chartered an airplane and skydove out of it in disguise?
My concern with that is the pilot of that plane.
We'll kill him when we're done.
Okay. That's certainly one way to handle that. Yeah.
Okay, fair concern. I'm not killing him.
Or we stow away on the actual ship.
See, that's the thought I had. That's what I thought we were going to do
Yeah.
initially. So I'm into that.
We could certainly try. It would be dangerous. It would require everybody to be at their most mindful,
Cool.
collected. We could do it. According to the pattern, the next ship is set to leave in approximately 3 days.
What? Hold on. One of those big boats, we're talking 2 hours, right? 30 miles or so?
Not even.
2-3 hours.
I have an idea, guys. This is kind of a crazy idea, but we have access to manifests and the inner working company. What if we got in a shipping container and shipped ourselves to that island?
Pretty clever.
Or even better yet, the three of us ship ourselves, and Shadow, you just stow away covert because you can get away with it, whereas I'm not sure we can.
What if I were to make my way upon the ship and created a distraction, allowing the three of you to stow away in a container. And then I could either hide for the remaining couple of hours or I could join you.
Sounds good.
We'll have to keep close eyes on the warehouse because I don't know exactly when it's going to leave. It was not an exact pattern.
Shimamino, are you in?
Yeah. Fast forward 3 days.
So, in a box.
Crazy.
Alabaster has made the arrangements. Are you adding any details to your manifest, Shadow? Are you falsifying any information, or are you just keeping it clean and...
Yeah, we're gonna falsify. Well, the manifest didn't really ever say the amount of cargo that was carried, so no, I'm not going to change the manifest in any way.
I don't like it.
You're just going to make sure that your box gets on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
are
don't
you
like
riding?
it.
Are you riding on the box? Are you sneaking on the ship? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I first arrange through my back channels for the box to be delivered upon the ship, the empty container. Then, shortly before the ship is about to disembark, I create a distraction by creating smoke on one end of the ship that the crew has to attend to. And while the crew is running to that side of the ship, leaving our box unattended, I signal for the three boys to come sneak on.
Okay, give me
What's the signal?
a covert roll. Everybody, give me a covert roll.
Covert. Ooh, we got 3.
Shadow, what'd you get? Raymond,
Fiber.
what'd you get?
1.
Cotton, what'd you get?
1.
Sable got 4. So between all of that, we'll say that you guys the distraction worked well enough and you guys are able to get onto the ship.
Excellent.
You hide out a couple hours. The ship stops off, slows down.
We brought sandwiches for everybody.
Yeah. Did everybody pee before they got on the ship? Did you stop and make sure that you peed before you got on the ship too? We're going to go through
Always
that.
pee before you leave.
That's right. Relieve before you leave.
The mantras of old men.
Yep. The ship slows down, pulls around to the west side of the island, and docks. Crate after crate after crate start to get unloaded. Are you attempting to get off while they are unloading? What's your plan?
How are they unloading? What methods are they using?
There's a crane on the dock side, and then from the belly of the ship as well, they are carting out some of the cargo from the belly of the ship onto the dock as well.
What time of day or evening is it?
It's, you know what I mean? It's probably mid-morning.
My recommendation is that we wait and allow the crane to put us in the stack. Wait until some of the hubbub has died down. Your
box gets put down onto the dock. You guys are jarred a little bit and set down, and you start to get carted away. There are multiple trucks that are being loaded with these boxes. You know, you can hear engines starting and trucks driving away, and your box gets loaded onto one of those trucks and starts to drive away.
We got to get out of this. We got to get out of this box. Oh, we should have got out of the box before we got here.
How are we going to get out of here without being noticed? That's what I want. Shadow, why don't you give it a shot, and then you can guide the rest of us.
I was going to open up a little eye hole in the side of the wooden container to see if we could get a bearing of where we were going.
Why don't we go through the bottom?
Because there's a flatbed and a chassis underneath us.
Wrecks happen.
Let's not endanger people who are cogs in the machine, as your words. This driver is not part of a greater conspiracy. He's doing a job.
I recommend he take a little personal responsibility.
So I carve out a little bit so I can see outside of the container.
Okay. Roll perception.
We should have got out of that crate before this happened.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have 3 6s to roll. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 total successes.
Ooh! He's seen the future.
No, that's not what it means. It just means that he gets narrative control. It doesn't mean that it's some kind of superpower all of a sudden because he got so many successes. It just means
right,
that,
I know. I'm just saying. He blew the doors off.
yes, he succeeded. What do you see?
The future.
I look out the keyhole and I can see the future of humanity.
And it sucks.
And it's a fucking dumpster
and the
fire.
war that was supposed to end all wars it happens again, and except it's worse.
Yep. That's it. Game over. Good times. So I look out. Despite having sort of a poor angle, I can pretty much tell that we've separated from many of the other vehicles. I can tell that we're heading north on a nondescript road. Guys, I feel like we're pretty much alone. So if we want to leave this container right now, I'm pretty sure that we could figure out a way to do it. But I don't know where we are, and we don't know where it's going yet. So what would you like to do?
Let's get off this truck.
I would rather get to where this truck is taking us, and maybe we get, I don't know, out of the box a little more covertly.
Belly of the beast.
I mean, we are on an island 30 plus miles from Detroit, out in the middle of Lake Erie.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, we're in
Sable.
we're in a bit of a precarious situation.
I have to agree with the lawyer. Doctor, do you confer?
I want to get out of the box. Raymond, why don't you and I slip out? We'll follow, and we'll come in from the outside. They can infiltrate from the inside, and if one of the two groups gets in trouble...
And we got communication. You guys got that thing you talk on.
Exactly.
Shadow, what happens if you go in there and you're surrounded by those things and they have someone with abilities that are similar to Cotton's?
It's a fair point, but I think that in order for you guys to follow, it's not Cotton that we need.
We'll deal with that.
We'll figure that out.
Right now, we got to get off this truck. Piggyback.
Raymond can run with me if need be.
I'll grab you by a foot.
He is pretty fast.
Exactly.
If you insist, you are free men to do as you please.
Let's get out.
Okay, so we don't have any trucks behind us?
No.
Okay. I'm guessing hammer and nails? How's this thing constructed?
You can't tell. You're inside the box. I mean, you would assume so. I mean, it's a box. It's a wood box, yeah.
Wood box. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try and punch out a couple of planks. I mean, just loosen them so I can pull them off and we can keep them so that we can cover our exit.
Okay.
I mean, I'm thinking 3 of them.
Go for it.
Okay, what do you want me to use?
What applies?
I think agility and trying to hit it just right so that you don't just smash them out into the street. And I don't know. Sound fair?
Yeah. Yeah, we can go with that.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's all of them except for 1. So 5.
Sweet. Tell me how it happens.
Ray just goes along, pops those boards loose. He's grabbing them with his other hand. He holds on to them, slides them through the opening, climbs outside the truck. Cotton.
I'm slinking through behind him with a hand on his shoulder, just making sure I don't get separated.
Are you still on the truck, or are you trying to get straight to the ground from where you are?
No, we're on the truck. I want to hammer these boards back in. So I'm going to try to tap the boards right back to where they were.
Are you trying to to make it look like it was what it, you know what I mean, exactly as it was, or are you just doing it
Pretty
and getting
much.
out of there?
Pretty much same nail holes. Let me roll them.
That's got to be a roll.
Yeah.
That's got to be a roll.
Yeah, it's a roll. Is it covert or is it agility?
We're on a moving truck.
I think if he's trying to make it exactly as it was, it's covert.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
If he's just trying to patch it back up, it's agility.
Right.
I think because I want him to be successful, it's agility plus covert.
I'll give him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll give him covert, and since Cotton's out there, and you know what I mean, is
Holding them in place.
Hold the plank
yeah.
for him.
Cotton's
exactly.
assisting you. I'll give you the extra die. So add a dice.
Agility.
Covert plus 1.
No,
If you're
covert
trying to
plus
put it
one
back
die.
like it was, it's
Okay.
covert.
Okay. So roll. Okay. Come on, baby. 1, 2. Hold on. Rolling another one. 3. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, I think you're able to do it just fine, man. I mean, it's a loud truck driving down the street, big old box on the back of it. I don't think you have any issue. You guys have got the lid back in place. You're standing on the back of this truck. You jumping off. What are you doing?
I'm gonna grab Cotton.
By the foot?
I'm gonna grab him by his waist. See if he lets me. I'll be like, trust me.
All right. I'm not loving it. Let's go.
Duke, I'm gonna give him a little pitch up into the air. Not too high, but up into the air. And then I'm gonna roll off the truck and try and catch him.
So you're going to toss Cotton into the air. You're going to dive off the back of the moving truck, roll up into a fucking 3-point stance, and try to catch Cotton out of the air?
Yep.
You're not just going to cradle him and just step off the back of the truck.
Here's what I want to do.
Jesus Christ. Go ahead, Cotton.
Okay, so you... Okay,
No. Hold on. What do you want to do, Cotton?
When he throws me up into the air, I get a massive burst of adrenaline. I want to combine that with my willpower and turn into king.
Okay, give me a willpower roll.
Roll it, baby.
Okay, I got a 1.
Oh. Okay, we're going to have to do it my way. Yeah.
Ramen, roll agility.
All right, baby. Come on, hot dice. Don't drop him. All right, 4.
Tell me how it happens.
Okay, you ready? We're on the back of the truck. Raymond grabs him by the waist, gives him a toss up in the air, so give him time to roll out and be ready to catch him. And he tosses Cotton up in the air. Cotton starts looking skyward. And then when he comes down, Raymond kind of gives him a scoop and a little flip, takes all his momentum off, and lands him right on his feet. Let's go.
And do you two just take off running in the opposite direction?
We're getting into the bush, I'm assuming.
Right. Yeah, you're like getting off the side of the road and trying to hide off the side of the road.
Well, and tracking the truck. We're gonna keep going that direction.
Little piece of paper floats out from the back of the truck.
Did we notice that piece of paper fly off the truck?
You know what? Roll perception. How about that? You've been waiting for it all game.
Booyakasha!
Roll
Hey,
perception.
I added one of that. 2.
Yep, you see it. You see a piece of paper.
Okay. We're gonna wait for the truck to get on down the road and sneak out there and grab it.
The truck keeps going down the road. How far back are you staying from the truck?
Well, like I said, we're trailing them. I mean,
Right. What does that mean? Does that mean you're staying 50 yards behind the truck? You're staying 500 yards behind the truck? What does that mean?
we're going as fast as Cotton can go, and the terrain will allow us.
Well, then we're going way slower than a truck.
Yeah.
I'm a dude.
Yeah. So much. Does the paper have anything on it?
That I guess you tell us the story. What's it say, right?
What's on the paper, Jazz?
The paper said 9.
N-I-N-E or N-E-I-N?
N-I-N-E.
That's all it says? It just says 9? Got it.
It's giving him a score for his catch.
Oh shit!
You got a 9. It was pretty good.
Oh shit! That was the greatest, longest build-up for a fucking numeral. That's awesome.
Oh, fuck, I love it. Oh, Jesus. That's so good. Oh, my God. That was great. That was just a 9 on it. Still no 10s. Still no 10s.
No 10.
No 10s for Raven.
Just, but a solid 9. A real solid 9.
But now we also, with our fan fiction, we also know why Shadow's always giving King a 10.
No.
There's bias.
Raymond didn't get the 9. Shimamino Diskowitz did.
Because he's wearing his toupee?
He's still wearing the toupee. He's in disguise.
Got it.
Shimamino Diskowitz just did a giant fucking toss and flip off a truck and landed with perfect precision.
Yep.
Not quite perfect.
And scored a 9.
He just does that because he wants to feel like he's better.
Shimamino, pick me up. We got to run. We got to catch that truck, dude.
So you're going to piggyback?
Yeah.
Yes, that's totally it.
Yep.
I'm going to ride on his shoulders, like with his head between my legs.
Perfect. That'll protect your face.
How?
You got your legs around my shoulders, my neck.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So your face is down by my ass.
Oh my God.
No, he's sitting up like a toddler on top of your shoulders
fuck?
at Disneyland.
No. That's no good.
I'm not doing it then. Fuck you. I'll stay here.
Wrap your legs around my neck.
Just go catch the truck. I'll be there in half an hour. I don't give 2 fucks about that truck right now. I'm staying here.
Cotton. This makes sense. Wrap your legs around my neck. That way your face won't be in the way of the brush.
Denied.
Okay. All right. Piggyback and cover your eyes.
Done. Let's go.
So, again, how far behind the truck are you tracking?
100 yards.
100 yards behind the truck.
Yep.
Are you trying to be covert?
No.
If I'm protecting my eyes from the brush, I mean, why are we doing that if we're not being covert?
Well,
because he doesn't want to make a covert roll.
Right.
No.
Right.
No, hold on. This is the first time Shimamino has had Dr. Clary Mephumpton in a piggyback ride, correct?
You were just trying to get a free fucking examination. You cheap bastard.
Hold on, is this the first time?
That's what the whole ploy was, is he's trying to get the proctologist.
He wanted a free fucking doctor's visit.
This whole time, all of this shenanigan, this parade,
you cheap son of a bitch.
Now we're piggyback.
Just to avoid the copay.
Hey, I got my copay back from the COVID test. But that was cool.
This show used to be funny. You know that, right? This show used to be funny.
Hold on, I'm getting there. Shimamino is going to give him the ride of his fucking life.
No, you want to know what the key to the funny is in the editing.
We are blazing through that bush. Jumping.
Blazing.
Doing loop-de-loops over tree branches. Dr. Mephumpton he's getting the Michael Vick experience.
I want to roll again to be king.
Yeah, if he's blazing through, if you are holding on for dear life, as Ramen is running to keep up, 15, 20 miles an hour to keep up with this truck through trees and branches and bushes and all that shit. Yeah, totally. I'll give you a willpower roll. Give it to me, baby.
Yeah.
3.
What do you want to do? You want to be king?
So he runs up, swings around a branch, and I clench down, grit my teeth, and transform into king while I'm on his shoulders. And this in one move, but I want to take flight and lift him up off the ground by squeezing his head between my thighs.
Sweet. Wait, that's not a piggyback ride.
Not anymore. Okay. Give me a flight roll.
Let's go.
Yep. Give me those dice.
Oh, dude. I only got a 2.
That flash of white, the purple king, boof, wings out. And you go to flap your wings and you're too deep in the brush, and Ramen isn't ready for all of the weight, and so it throws off his balance, and the two of you go rolling, crashing forward into the trees and the underbrush below. Feathers poofing off in all kinds of directions.
Total Acme.
My toupee!
Total Acme wipeout. That's awesome.
And the truck disappears off down the road away from you.
Except for a lone piece of paper which floats out of the back of the truck.
I'd like to roll perception, please.
Wait, I thought we grabbed that piece of paper.
It's a new one.
It's another one.
Oh, that's what we got for that one.
I mean, Shadow's
Two.
10 perception, showed him the future, right? Isn't that what you said?
Yep.
What's
I got a 2.
the piece of paper say?
So I run out, grab the piece of paper just as it's floating to the ground and the truck is circling the corner, and I hold it up and I show Shimamino.
No, he's not Shimamino's. He doesn't have the toupee on. It's obviously
Wigless,
Ramen.
yeah, no toupee.
Oh, no.
I show him a 10. Beautiful.
He's got a sense of humor.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for listening. My name is Duke Walter, your game master. Renaissance City is a Prowlers and Paragons Ultimate Edition actual play set in an alternate 1920s Detroit. It's a bit noir, a bit sci-fi, and a whole lot of fun. You can follow me on Twitter at Invisible Duke. The Scarlet Spartan is played by Dean Martin Jr. Cotton Dearborn and King are played by Chris Freedom. Saint Shadow is played by Jazz Abramowitz. You can find all of our content at ttrptheater.com. We have links to our YouTube page, our Twitter, Twitch, all of those things there. Thanks again for listening. Join us next time for more Renaissance City.
How much willpower was required to turn into king?
I said, you don't know.
More than one.
More than one.
I don't get to know.
No, I'm not going to tell you that.
Why is that a secret?
Because you, in the beginning, told me that it was a secret.
No,
you gave me.
But I also have made progress. Like I don't get how that works. I guess I want to understand how that works. Oh, I don't get a no. My character doesn't. Okay, I get you. Okay, never mind.
So mechanically, what I am requiring mechanically from you is first the narrative way in which you are attempting to do it. You tell me what it is that you're doing. Since we established the baseline, you know what I mean? Since you said to me that the way that we came about this character, it starts at 3. Okay? It starts at 3. Then depending upon what you tell me you are doing and what has been going on within the scene that we're playing out or the issue that we're playing out, I will either add to or subtract from.
Okay.
So there are times when I thought you were trying to resist it, but you weren't.
Yeah.
And there are other times that you've been trying to do it, but what's going on around you hasn't lined up.
Right. Okay. Right on. I don't, and I'm not even trying to force that.
Yeah.
It just
no,
feels,
I know you're not.
It feels, well, I guess it feels appropriately like the unknown because my character doesn't fucking know. So that's
right. You don't know.
I'm feeling the frustration that Cotton feels.
Good.
That's awesome.
That's the point.
Yeah. So
I don't want you to understand it because Cotton doesn't understand it.
So as I'm floating in the air, not becoming king, I'm having an existential crisis and looking up at the sky like, really, God? And action.